Hi Lakers, welcome to another edition of the North High School Aeries Parent Academy. And so on this short video, I'm going to show you how to actually check and understand your kids' attendance. So when you log into this Aeries Parent Portal, it does say Aeries Student at the top, so please pay attention to that, but it should be through your own account. Your parent access is likely a little bit different than student access, but much of this information that you see on here is pretty similar. To access their attendance, you can actually go over to the menu, and this looks fairly similar if you're on a mobile device. The app does sometimes hide particular areas of a student account, and you might have to go to the settings, and there's an option to I forget what the exact language is, but it's something along the lines of view all information or something similar through the settings portal if you're not seeing some of the stuff that we're talking about here today. I noticed that for things like class schedules and whatnot. But on the internet, on your browser, you can open this up and go to attendance. Please also just notice that any notifications will also pop up. I'm just going to clear that right now because I don't want to look at it. But attendance lives under the attendance tab, and if you click on that, there's three options that you should likely see. One of them is attendance, one of them is enrollment history, and one of them is attendance history. Attendance history will give you, if you've been enrolled in TTOSD schools for a number of years, you can see how their attendance has changed over the course of each year. It might be interesting to you, it might not. Enrollment history is basically just demonstrating what schools or districts you've been enrolled in. Probably not super important. What we're probably going to focus on here is the attendance tab. If you click on that, what that will do is open up a new page, and then how you read this is essentially, this is our kind of annual calendar. And so you can see the yellow date here is our date of today. I'm recording this on September 12th. And each day is going to have these little lines. And the little lines mean that your student has an assigned period during that time. So this is a demo account, so it's going to look a little bit different maybe than our school account here at North High School. However, if a student, say, only has periods 1 through 4, they'll only see lines on 1 through 4. And so you can see, if you scroll back up to the top of this page, you can see the date, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the period numbers, and it goes from 0 till 9. So many students will not have like a 9th period or a 0 period or things like that. So just note, if you see blanks, that's because they don't have an assigned period that time. So what you want to see are these dashes. Dashes means that your student is present. All right, and so if you see things like A or T or U or B or I or E, there's a bunch of different codes that are used for attendance. Those all mean different things. And if you're curious about what's going on with your student's attendance, or you're getting calls, what you can do is when you log in here, you can actually hit the legend button. And that, I'm gonna see if I can scroll down so we can see this. That will tell you what each of these codes mean. All right, so for example, A means an unverified absence. And so that's gonna be something that you're probably gonna call Omar and clear up. You have like a C on our system. These are gonna look a little bit different in our system as well. A C would be like a cut. That means your student was there and then just left, for example. A T is tardy. And there's an F would be like function, so that's like a sporting event or something like that. Independent study has its own codes and whatnot. So if you're ever curious about how your student's doing, or if they you get a phone call or a notice about an attendance issue, you can always look this up and verify against what your student maybe tells you. And if things are not lining up, it's probably worth a phone call to speak to Omar in the front office, and he can actually explain what he sees on your student's account, clear up any attendance issues, and be sure that they are squared away. Attendance is super important. It's one of the biggest actual predictors of student success in high school, and so we value attendance. We really want your students here, and so you as parents and families understanding how to access and kind of understand what attendance looks like on Aeries is a pretty important thing. So once again, accessing this is from the student homepage, and then there's an attendance button, and that will take you straight to that page. Hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions about attendance, you can reach out to one of your school counselors or our attendance secretary, Omar, in the front office.